You and Sabine are in a tussle.
She's being terrible, and I kind of hate her right now.
Well...
Sit. Good girl.
She's getting it, maybe.
She's just kind of like breathing heavily at Jiles the whole time he's here because she hates him.
You look like I can see literal fire in your eyeballs.
I'm really mad, yes. I'm very angry. I was in such a great mood, and now I'm just in a horrible mood. I just want to go in my bedroom and forget the world exists.
Well, I'm also in a bad mood.
Good.
Because when I was on my way, this episode's all about travel episode, and I just got back from SoCal, Southern California, and I was excited to get Chloe a boba tea.
I've had boba before.
You've had boba before?
I've had Lucky's boba before.
Oh, I thought this was going to be like a first thing.
No.
What? So you've had the blueberry one? Was it?
No, it was strawberry with rainbow boba.
So that's like a jelly bursty bubble thing.
But anyway, finish your thought, because you didn't.
Well, it was closed. I went over to get tea, some boba tea, and it was closed. So I'm also angry. So we both a bunch of angry guys. We're a bunch of angry guys today.
Yeah.
But our episode is about traveling. And traveled.
Which I've done very little of, but enough.
I've done very small bits, too.
See, I went to play with my cord here.
You can't do that. You need one of those little fidget spinners or whatever.
Yeah,
except one that doesn't make noise. Because that would be... They should... you know those little squeezy things with the stress balls? But there's more like beady. They're more beady.
Okay.
Or like they smush and then they expand back to what they were. You need one of those.
Okay. Sure. I want one of the, like a bendy straw has the like crinkly bit that bends and goes.
But you can't have anything that crinkles. You just said the number one thing. The number one thing that you can't have in a podcast is crinkles.
They are fruit. They are mad. They are fruit. And they're mad. They're fruit. And they're mad. They're fruit. And they're mad.
Okay, so travel. So what I thought we could do is talk about where we've been. Like each of us give a location and like 3 memories on the location that we remember. So should I start with...
Yeah, you can start.
Where I've been most recently or where... Or
I don't think I have mine in a particular order. What I wrote down at least. So you can just
actually,
talk about
what have you been up to though? Because I haven't talked to you at all.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you for maybe 10 minutes since you've been home from SoCal.
Because you always go to... I always go to basketball when you come.
Yeah.
Come over.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the day you choose.
No.
It's my basketball day.
No. Okay, so Sunday was supposed to be our podcast day. And then, no, I want to play basketball every Sunday. So now we'll just do it whenever is convenient for me. Giles, who runs the world and gets to play basketball whenever he wants.
No.
So you don't get to complain that I go do laundry on Sundays when you made it so that I can't do podcasts on Sundays anymore. So now my free day for laundry is Sunday. So that's when I do laundry. So it's your fault.
It's my fault. Yeah, it's true. I take blame. It's worth it for basketball.
Sabine is still breathing at you.
Yeah,
if you hear little snorts of air, that's Sabine.
So what did you do this week?
Since
I've been gone?
Nothing. I just kind of sit around and play The Sims. I don't do much. I've had some stuff come up at work that's had me looking for a new job, and so I'm really stressed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really stressed out. Because I have a job offer for a job that I don't think I want.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to stay where I am.
But you have that offer available.
Yeah, and I accepted the job offer, but I'm going to see... I don't know. It's all just so up in the air. I don't know what I want to do.
Right.
But I'm just really fed up with stuff that's going on at work. And it sucks, though, because I really, really enjoy some of my coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very attached to the salesmen on the sales team.
Right.
All of them.
They work upstairs with you?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't want to leave because I have a lot of fun there when they're around. But, other stuff has led to me looking for something else. Mm. But this new thing... it's just going to be a lot different.
And you're just not sure.
I'm just not sure. I just have a bad feeling. Like, when I even first interviewed, I had a bad feeling about it. And the interview went really well. But I just had this weird bad feeling that I can't figure out what it is. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I should take this job, because my gut is telling me that it's not the right decision. Why does your elbow look so weird? Do what you were doing again. Like, put your...
Is this what I was doing?
Hold on. Do it how you had it.
Yes.
I don't want to look at it anymore.
What is
I can
it?
stop. I just don't want to look. Yeah, Sabine, I agree. For once, I agree.
I guess Sabine doesn't like my elbow either. Well, I hope you...
I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It is what it is. I'm going to see if the job I have now will offer me more money to stay, or at least, like, match the offer that I got, because it is a bit more money.
More?
Yeah. So, and if they don't, I'll just leave. Even though the job is not... even though I have a bad feeling about it, because I can leave whatever job. I don't really care.
Right, a lot of people are
I'm just trying to
get
work
people
to
in.
live.
Right. Well, I've since I've been back, I've been like figuring out which keyboard to get,
Okay.
basically, because Mo, our cousin. She has a comic, the webcomic Prison World.
Yeah.
Really cool, by the
On
way.
Webtoons.
On Webtoons. Check it out. I can put a link somewhere.
Okay.
But she randomly said something, oh, it'd be cool if you made like a theme song for it.
Oh, you need like a keyboard, like a piano keyboard?
Yeah, like a synth or something.
Yeah.
And so I came home and I played with just what I had and just to get to know it a little bit better. And now I have this whole idea to do an accompanying soundtrack.
Okay.
For the whole like volume that she's doing.
Yeah.
So that's my plan right now.
That's cool.
And I bought a synth. It's a Yamaha Modi X8, which is super expensive.
Really? I'm
I
so
can't-
surprised you spent money on something.
It was intense, but I've always wanted a synth, and this just pushed me to finally do it.
Yeah.
So now I have one coming from Sweetwater. Do you
Okay.
want to guess how much it was?
$800. Is it higher? $1,600.
Higher.
Higher?
Higher.
$3,800.
Lower. It's $2,000.
$2,000.
Yes. That's
I
crazy.
cannot believe you
That's
bought.
crazy.
That's more than your car, wasn't it?
No, $200 less.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But yeah, I'm gonna use it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So.
Well, cool. Hope it
And
works
hopefully
out
it
for you.
helps me,
You should
have
make some
drive
new
to.
music for yourself too. That might be fun.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to probably, but
Yeah.
I like this idea. I like that someone else is caring about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also gives me more drive to do that. So
Right.
it's exciting. Hopefully, I can make stuff that she likes.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And with that, I guess I might as well talk about California.
Yeah. Sure.
So, it's 3 memories about... It was in Oceanside, California. I went and visited one of our cousin-based families.
Cousin-based families.
Cousin-based family. It was with my aunt and uncle, too.
Right, because cousins come from aunts and uncles. If you didn't know.
Correct. Thank you. And so, let me look. Which memories did I write down?
You don't remember your memories? You
I
have to
do.
read them?
You know what?
Sabine, you better stop.
Hey, Sabine agreed with me this time.
I don't know. Her bark was.
I'm gonna start with Catalina, which was a very amazing highlight.
Okay.
And it's an island. I think you go to LA and you ride a ferry or something up to Catalina Island. Mm-hmm. And I think a reason it was a highlight, it was the entire family.
Okay.
And so we get off the boat. It's a long boat, but we made up a parody of Hallelujah, but it was Catalina too on the boat ride.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
just to kind of set the mood
Set
of
the
what
mood,
this
yeah.
is gonna be like.
Let me just also say, our family, including us, weird, big weird, real weirdos.
I don't think that's so weird to make a parody.
Well, no,
But
I'm
we
just
are.
saying we're weird.
Totally.
I'm not saying
We're
necessarily.
bonkers nuts.
I just feel like it's good to preface any California story with the knowledge that we are kind of strange people.
Let me just. I ended the Catalina trip with, I had a quarter in my pocket. I look over, there's a fish food dispenser for feeding the fish. I put the quarter in, I turned the thing, and I ate the fish food. I wanted to try it. So we're bonkers.
How
We're
did it
nuts.
taste?
Just like a very cardboardy cracker. And I feel
Okay.
bad for the fish that we make them eat that.
Well, I mean, they're just fish. I don't think they even think.
They're like, oh.
Swim, food, swim, swim, food, swim.
So we got to Catalina, and it's a very touristy area. We get fresh off the boat, and we're walking down, and the Foss family really likes Starbucks.
Yes. Oh my God. They are single-handedly keeping Starbucks in business. Have been
I agree
since
with
forever.
that. I agree with that after being there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But so we get off the boat, and they're like thinking, oh, I wonder if there's a Starbucks on the island. And I go, oh, yeah, I don't know, maybe there's a Starbucks on the island. And then this guy, real snooty booty patootie, comes
Yeah.
over. He's in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in the family. He turns. He's like, there's no Starbucks on this. There's no Taco Bell. Why would they have any of that stuff? There's no Queen of England, he said. Why ruin the island? It's like,
Sir?
he's like, and then right after that, he's like, Paul, come on, hurry up. And I lean over to Miranda. I'm like, well, if Paul had his Starbucks this morning, maybe he'd be keeping up with you. And then the icing on the cake was the next 2 stores down. Mm-hmm. The first store had a T-shirt out. It said Catalina Island with the Starbucks logo on it.
Okay.
And then right after that was an ice cream shop that sold Starbucks coffee. So this guy, within the first 50 seconds of being on the island, because I'm pretty sure he came off the cruise boat. He wasn't part of the island.
Yeah.
He knew
so
nothing
he's
about
a tourist.
it. Yeah, so he's also a tourist. And he comes out and gets absolutely owned within 50 seconds.
That's great.
Oh, that's not. So, and then the best part of it was there's a garden way out,
Okay.
up the hill of Catalina Island, which, as a garden, I mean about 2 cacti on a dirt path.
Okay.
Because I don't think you can really have a garden in California, but it was pretty barren. It was
Barren?
funny.
Mm-hmm.
I did see a tiny rattlesnake though.
Did you?
It's cute.
Did it rattle?
Yeah, and I ran.
You ran.
No. He was cute, though. I would have never known.
I like snakes. I think they're cool.
Mm.
Would I grab one? Probably not. Unless it was like a pet snake. I want a corn snake. They're sweet.
What are those?
They're like little
sweet-
skinny snakes, and they're really colorful.
Sweet corn?
No, not sweet corn. It's just a corn snake.
You said sweet. I'm thinking of a slithering corn cob.
Yeah, you'd be wrong. That's not what they look like, but
Well,
nice try.
where was I? Oh, the garden.
Yes.
Way up there. So we start walking to the garden. And apparently, Corbin and Aunt Sheila had been there before.
Okay.
And Aunt Sheila, Corbin knew, but he didn't say anything. Aunt Sheila thought that, they just walked up, but they took a bus up. We figured this up halfway, like maybe 45% up the gigantic hill.
Okay.
And her knee was starting to hurt. Everybody was tired. And we were like, maybe it's just a little bit farther. So we go a little bit. We're like 60% of the way. And okay, let's just take the bus because the bus is coming. And we all get stopped. We're at the bus stop. And the bus just flies by us and passes. So much went wrong on this trek up. We had like a farting fit.
Excuse me?
We stopped at like this what are they called? Snack machines.
Okay. Like
And
a
there's
vending machine?
a farting fit that we were all dead tired.
Yes.
It was such a long, and we finally got there, and it was like 2 cacti. I was like, oh my goodness. But there was this cool thing that we climbed, and
I'm sorry, you just passed by a farting fit, and I need to know what that means. You just kept barreling on as if that was of no consequence. What is that? You just all farted a bunch?
Aunt Sheila had a farting fit, like maybe 2 or 3 farts, and it would just smell really bad, right? And
Okay.
and then someone's like, Aunt Sheila was like, "Oh, can you go get this whatever?" And Uncle Bobo left it, and I come over and I'm like, I think her fart's still around, but Uncle Bobo had just farted. And then Mo was in the bathroom, and then there's a huge noise came out of the bathroom, but it was just the sound of the faucet. It was like, and we were like, "What happened in there, Miranda?" So, it was.
My.
That was a very fun trek up the mountain.
Yes.
And then I think a second memory, the Go-Go's tournaments. Do you remember
Go-Go's?
Go-Go's Crazy Bones?
I have no idea what that means. What is that?
They're little tiny figurines that we would play with when we were little, the boys and I.
I vaguely remember.
Anyway, we pick.
Did they look like little like Russian doll things?
Kind of, yeah. Some were shaped like that,
Okay.
but they were just little guys, and we just put them in a pile. We pick our team.
Okay.
And then we randomly pick after we got our team and put them up against each other, and then we roll a dice to see who wins, and then they go on to the next round. It's just a really dumb
Okay. Yeah.
game that's fun. Mm-hmm. And we did a huge tournament of that.
Just like you and the boys?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah, okay.
Just like old times, and that was fun.
Yeah,
It was
I
fun
bet.
to relive those younger days. We didn't do Super Dumb Bros show.
That was a lot when you guys
That
did
was
do
a
that.
lot.
Why don't you explain real quick what Super Dumb Bros is?
Super Dumb Bros was Corbin had a buttload of plush dolls, most like pretty much all Mario.
Mario, yeah. Mario, Bowser, all the characters.
Yeah, so we would just put random voices to them and record on a tiny camera. And do short episodes, not scripted.
Yeah.
And it was just the dumbest thing ever, but it was so fun to go and
Hence
do
Super
that.
Dumb Bros.
Super Dumb Bros.
They just had fun together.
It was super cringy. I
well,
mean,
you guys were
it doesn't
kids.
matter though.
You know, you guys were kids.
Everything I've done back in the day was cringy. You can still see my YouTube videos.
They're so funny though. Some of them are really cringy, but some of them are great.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
that
I'm
was one of
sorry. You can continue with your story.
my Go-Go's?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, it was just fun to relive those glory days.
Yeah.
And they love it so much. They're so passionate, that whole family.
Yeah.
So it makes everything more fun. Yeah. So, and then the third was we went to a Padres Cubs game while we were there, and we were waiting for a pop fly to come, and one came to our area, and I bust out my seat real quick, but little did I know there was this churro guy. He had a buttload of churros in his hand. He was like bringing it back for his whole family, and I run directly into this churros guy, but I'm still trying to run backwards, and I'm like grinding on him. Yeah, I'm on the stairs. I'm like grinding on him, trying to get back to the baseball. And he's like, meanwhile, he's like, I think he's
Trying not to-
shifting, trying not to drop his churros. I just wish it was on the jumbotron so I could see it. But then, so I regain myself. Like I step forward a little bit. I'm like, maybe he's gone. And I go back again. I run into him again. So that was hilarious.
He dropped his churro.
I think he dropped like one of them. Only one, which was a masterpiece. I don't know how he did that. But he went down and he dropped the churros. He
How
gave them to his family.
inconsiderate of
I needed the foul ball.
Did you
I didn't
catch
get it. I didn't even get up one step. He was a burly man.
Okay.
And he had like a churro fence. So I couldn't go anywhere. But he came back up. I'm like, yo, sorry guy. I was just trying to get that ball. And he's like, oh no worries.
That's so
That
funny.
was really fun. I looked for it on the TV.
Yeah.
Like I went back and watched the game, and I wasn't I wasn't on there, but that would have been
I'm sorry.
a highlight.
That would have been pretty funny to see.
That would have gone viral, I swear. that was such a such a good moment. And then I named
My favorite part is maybe he's gone.
maybe he's gone. Yeah, that was really, really funny. I named my baseball glove that I bought Churro
Churro, okay.
because of that moment.
Nice.
So that was 3 from California. It was
Okay.
a very fun trip. Very fun. The time change was a little bit much coming home. I'm just now
yeah.
kind of back to
Back
normal.
to normal. Were you waking up pretty late in the day, or?
No, I was set with the schedule. I was just tired.
Oh, okay.
Beyond tired.
Gotcha.
But I'm pretty good now.
Okay.
So where have you been?
Where have I been? We're just doing one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Florida. We could both talk about Florida because we've both been to Florida.
You want to talk about Florida? Really? I hate that place.
You hate Florida? I really like Florida, and I've been there on,
You have
multiple
been there a
occasions
lot,
with
so.
friends, so,
And I've been
I
there a
have
couple
stories.
times too. So let's go for it.
We used to go a lot, like nearly every winter, because Nana and Grandpa would go down and rent a house for
I
like
totally
the
forgot
whole
about
winter.
that. Holy moly! Okay.
You forgot. So we would do that a lot. On one occasion, I think we've mentioned this before on the podcast, but I had appendicitis. And this was in Florida on vacation. I was like 10, I think. And, I mean, I guess that's a story in itself, just, having to have surgery on vacation. And then after you have surgery, you can't swim for like 2 weeks.
That
So I
was
didn't
wild.
get to enjoy the ocean or anything.
That was wild.
But I really liked being in the hospital.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. After I wasn't in pain anymore, because, like, what was it? We figured it out what it was. Grandpa thought she might have appendicitis because he'd had it before. So they took me to the little hospital that was in town. And then there was like a 2-hour ambulance ride to St. Petersburg Children's Hospital, I think is where it was. And then I stayed there for like a day and a half. And they still hadn't gotten me into surgery because the surgeon had a leak in her house in like her basement, so she couldn't come in. So I just sat in the hospital in a bed in pain.
There?
I don't know,
Yeah,
but my surgeon, she didn't come for like at least a day and a half. So I stayed overnight in pain, still with a bursting appendix.
Meanwhile, I was just playing little games that they had in the lobby for free. I was having a blast.
Right.
Sorry, Chloe.
No, it's okay. But no, after I had the surgery, it was fun because like I got to like get whatever off the food menu for like room service. So
True.
I remember getting like angel food cake and like mozzarella sticks, and I think I had a milkshake at one point.
Their mozzarella sticks were awesome, weren't they?
They were.
Yes, I remember that.
But like right next to my room was a little arcade room.
yes,
So
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. But anyway, no, I enjoyed being in the hospital. But it was after we got out of the hospital. I was kind of sad because I couldn't like go to the beach or anything. We still had, I think, like 3 or 4 days left of the vacation. And Mom and Nana were like, okay, well, we got to get something that we can do inside the house so Chloe can have fun. And what do? They get a couple board games. Or they're kind of board games. We got Apples to Apples. And we got Who Knew from Cranium. And basically they were really fun and really funny games. And it hurt so bad to laugh. They were fun to play, but it hurt so bad to laugh. So it was like, the one thing that they could do for me just caused me more pain, unfortunately, but it was fun. But I mean, other than that, I remember one of their houses that they rented one time had a piano, and like I had never played the piano before, and I had kind of sounded out certain keys so I could play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I could play like a couple other like little nursery rhyme kind of songs, and I was like, oh my god, I'm a child prodigy. I thought I was so amazing at the piano. I was like, I'm gonna be the best piano player in the whole world because I don't know how to read music. I'm just listening to myself hit the keys and making songs. And that's just a memory I have. I distinctly remember the floor in that house. I just remember exactly how the floor looked. It was like shiny like stones. It was like flattened like stones. I don't know. It was weird. I don't know what it was exactly, and it doesn't matter. This just randomly came to me.
Right,
Just,
you remember little things about, I
I
get you.
remember the piano. I remember the rug under the piano, and I remember the floor. That's all I remember about the house. Yeah. But anyway, child prodigy playing the piano.
Looking
was
back
great.
at that trip, how bad of a vacation was that for Mom and Dad? You know?
No, Dad wasn't there. It was just Mom.
Dad wasn't even there?
Yeah, no, Dad couldn't get off work, and Mom wanted to bring us, so we like took a bus to Chicago, and then we flew down there.
Did he come down though?
No, he had to work.
I don't remember him there.
He didn't come down. He wasn't. Oh, we've been to
Who
Florida.
stayed with me in the McDonald's house?
Probably Mom and Marcus.
I could have sworn. I thought Dad was
Like
there.
the Ronald McDonald.
The Ronald McDonald house.
Yeah.
Which, that's very nice.
No, yeah,
That was a
Dad
nice
wasn't
place.
there, but, you know.
Wow, I don't know why I put him in there.
I mean, he's been to Florida with us on other occasions, so maybe you just, mixed a couple things together.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Who was that man that I was staying with in the hotel?
it was Ronald McDonald.
Ronald was there?
Do you remember the time we were in Florida and the TV fell on Marcus?
No.
I don't even remember exactly what happened, but like a big heavy TV just fell on Marcus. What was he doing that the TV fell on him? I don't know. I remember that being a whole thing. Don't remember much else. That was like one of the first times I think we went down there as like little kids.
I remember playing Smash Brothers Melee down in Florida once. It was the first time I ever played Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that was the same time
Life-changing.
with the TV. Maybe I lost and I threw the TV at him.
No, I think for some reason I remember. I think it was only Marcus that went to stay the night with Nana and Grandpa at their little condo that they were staying at. And then you and I stayed with Mom and Dad in our hotel or wherever we were. And then we had to rush over there because the TV had fallen on Marcus.
My goodness.
If I remember correctly, that's what was going on. But, Florida family vacations were great. I've also been to Florida on 2 occasions without family. So once I went to surprise Maddie Voss. Mm-hmm. So her parents wanted to arrange for me to come down there on their spring break, but they didn't want Maddie to know about it.
Right. Okay.
So she had no idea, and I flew down there, and they, we went. Wait, what was it? I think that I had to hide in the van, if I remember correctly. I think I was hiding in the van. No, maybe I wasn't. I remember hiding in the van for some reason, but maybe that was not something that actually happened.
Yeah.
But I
that's
surprised
different.
her at their hotel room. So her mom went and knocked on the door, and Maddie let her in. And then I think she was like, Maddie, can you go grab something from the hallway? And I was there in the hallway. And she freaked out. And that trip was really fun. That was we were in Fort Myers, which was pretty fun. The second time I went to Fort Myers, it wasn't as nice as it was then, but it was a really fun time.
I don't think I've ever been to Fort Myers.
Fort Myers
I believe
Beach.
not.
It was I don't know, it's kind of like I don't know what I'm trying to say.
It's touristy. Just
Yeah,
like
but I
everything
guess
else.
every beach in Florida is, so that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't matter. But no, just being down there with Maddie was fun. We went to Sanibel Island, and there was this pizza and hot dog place called Schnappers, and I loved it so much that I got a t-shirt.
What? I don't think I've ever seen you wear it.
Oh, yeah, I wore it. I used to wear it a lot. It was just a gray t-shirt that said Schnappers on it. But
I never heard about this place. What was it? What was so good there? The pizza?
the pizza.
What was so good about it?
It was just good pizza. You just bought it by the slice. It was just yummy pizza.
The sauce.
I don't know. I love pizza.
What makes a pizza for you? The sauce? The cheese?
The cheese. The cheese makes a pizza for me, for sure.
I'm
a
more of a
cheesy girl.
sauce person.
I know.
I truly believe that to decipher which pizza is the best pizza, it has to be a slice of cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Nothing on it. Mm-hmm. Because the basic ingredients need to be perfect before you have the perfect pizza.
Yeah, so if you're trying a new pizza place, get a cheese pizza because that's the best way to tell if it's good pizza. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the number one way.
Yeah, I agree. I love a cheese pizza. I actually have pizza in my fridge right now.
Congratulations.
So I got pizza yesterday.
Is it Schnappers?
No, because that's in Florida, and we're in Indiana. But no, I had fun with Maddie. Uptown Funk was very popular that year, so I remember kind of dancing around on the beach to Uptown Funk with Maddie. So, the only Bruno Mars song that I enjoy.
Yes! Uh-huh. We caught you in a lie.
A lie?
Well, opinion that you've changed.
No, I haven't changed. I don't like Bruno Mars, but that song was like the popular song of the summer or whatever, spring.
And you liked it.
I had fun dancing to it. Okay,
Yes.
you're making me mad.
I can see the fire in your eyes
The
again.
fire. Okay, so the other time I went to Florida was with Brooke and Kenna.
Mm-hmm.
That trip was a lot of fun.
All I remember is a bag thing.
A bag thing.
You were carrying a bag.
Oh, okay. So here's this is similar to your going up the hill on Catalina Island story. So we're on our way to Siesta Key. We're maybe an hour away from there where we're staying with people that, Kenna knew. So we're driving up there. I get my period on the way there.
Oh.
And I'm wearing a little white bathing suit bottoms. Yeah.
Of course.
So we are okay. I was like, it's okay. We'll just get something. We'll go to the town that we're going to and grab something.
Right.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Let me restart. Not restart, but okay, so we get to Sarasota and we stop at a CVS or something, and so I can get tampons.
Right.
And I see someone I know there, and I just ignored them.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
In Florida?
Yeah, do you remember Caleb? I don't remember his last name. He had a lisp. He was from Fort Wayne.
Caleb Lisp, Fort Wayne. No.
Okay, anyway.
I don't.
I knew him, and then I
What
saw
the
him there in the
odds?
CVS, which was weird. But I didn't say hi. I just
And you were,
said grab
and you were under circumstances.
Yeah, I
that
know. There
don't-
were circumstances.
Hi,
It was
hey.
someone I used to know, that I hadn't talked to in a long time. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So we get the tampons, and then we're like, okay, we'll get you bottoms too. I was going to get new bottoms because mine were white, and I had gotten my period. So we're like, okay, well, we'll just find a parking spot on the beach, and then we'll just walk to a little store, and we'll get bottoms. So we drive along for a little while, not too long, not too far, and we finally find a parking spot, and that's great. It was way farther than we thought. So how Sarasota is you go over a bridge or something. Yeah, you go over a bridge, and then Siesta Key is this whole island, and you can go north and you can go south. So we went north. Where we parked, we start walking to find a shop. We're walking forever.
Right.
Forever and ever, and there's no shops. And we just drove to this parking spot, so we didn't think it was too far because, you're just driving. We're walking and walking and walking forever and ever and ever in flip-flops, and I'm carrying a backpack that weighs about 30 pounds probably because it's got all our crap in it, and nobody offers to, well, maybe they did offer to grab the backpack, but I was like, no, it's okay, I got it. So I'm in pain. I have my period. Luckily, I have a tampon, but we're just walking and walking and walking and walking forever and ever. We're getting catcalled the whole way there. People just being nasty and disgusting to us. Boys rolling down their windows and shouting obscene things at us.
Oh, man.
Because we're cute. 3 cute girls in bathing suits walking down the beach.
Yeah.
Or, walking down along the road. And so we're walking and walking. We find a store, no bottoms. We keep walking and walking. We have to walk over the bridge back into town to go to a beach store or whatever. We find bottoms, but then we have to walk all the way back. And you want to know when we finally get back to our parking spot?
All those guys were there.
No. If we would have just turned north, we would have been to shops in 2 minutes. And instead, we walked, I think, about 60,000 steps.
Did no one have a phone back then? They just type in shops near me.
I don't know. It was just terrible. It was the worst. It was horrible.
That would have been.
Our feet were aching. We had blisters. It was terrible.
But now you have this gorgeous memory that you can always think of, and calloused feet. You could always
calloused
caress.
feet. Yes, but we could have just gone the other way, and we would have been in. I mean, the bottoms were really expensive there, but we wouldn't have had to walk for like 3 hours. It was a lot. It was a lot of walking. It was crazy.
I mean, probably if you had to walk all the way back too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way back. And that time we went along the beach because the first, walking to the shop, we walked along like the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And we thought maybe the beach would be easier. The beach was not easier.
So much harder to walk on sand.
Not
so
easier.
much. At least
but
it was
at least
prettier.
we were along the water. Yeah.
More
More
pretty.
pretty.
Prettyful.
But another thing that happened there, Brooke got really, really, really sunburned, like really badly, because she was so like adamant about, she just didn't care. And I think she knew she would get sunburned and she just didn't care because she liked the drama of it. She's sunburned. So we're at Fort Myers this time and she gets this shirt, this long sleeve shirt, and we're at Florida and it's a cute shirt, sure. She will not wear anything but this shirt and she's so sunburned. So she's got like, she's just really hot and like almost feverish because she's so sunburned. And looking back, I'm sure she was awake when this happened and just like kind of went with it and like pretended she was asleep because it would have been funnier. So it's nighttime. We're about to go to sleep. It's hot in the room we're staying in, really hot. She's wearing this long sleeve shirt with this terrible sunburn. She won't take it off. She starts like kind of tossing and turning, like kind of talking and like mumbling in her sleep, like she's in distress. And so Kenna and I are like, oh my God, what do we do? We feel her forehead. She's absolutely burning up so much and she won't wake up. So we had to peel off her long sleeve shirt that she would not stop wearing, even though she was hot and sunburned. I don't know what it was about that shirt, but we had to like undress her in her sleep because she was like, she was gonna die of heat stroke or something. But I'm sure she was pretending to be asleep at that point. But,
I was gonna say, I wonder if she remembers that.
She was hot. She got in the hot tub and then had that shirt on, and it was just a lot. But that trip was actually really fun.
That's good.
There was at one point, Kenna was driving. We were in this like gold minivan because that's what the family had, like the extra car that we could drive around. Kenna's driving and her grandma calls her and she just hands me the phone. She's like, here, you talk to her. And I answer. This is Joanne, obviously. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, Kenna's driving. She can't talk, so what's up? And she's like, Kenna's driving? And Kenna wasn't supposed to be driving at all, but Kenna didn't tell either of us.
Ooh.
So, because she had, like, just gotten her license. And she looked at me like, why would you tell her that? And I was like, you just handed me the phone. I have no idea that you're not supposed to be driving. Why am I talking to your grandma instead of you? I had to tell her why it wasn't you.
That's exactly what I would have said.
She looked at me like, oh my God, I'm in so much trouble. Why did you say that? Well, I didn't know not to say that. And then we got froyo and everything was okay. But
good old froyo.
It was a good trip except for the walking.
What do you get on your froyo? Why can't I say froyo? Froyo.
Froyo. Frozen yogurt.
I kept saying froyo. Like I was putting an extra I or a Y in there. Okay, froyo.
Froyo, yes. Yeah. It just depends. If you get like fruity froyo, you got to get like fruity stuff. If you get like chocolatey, you got to go with chocolate or something.
Yeah, there was this like pistachio froyo that I had one time. It was really good.
Don't do that ever
and
again.
And then I also, at the ball game yesterday, I had my first Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots are my whole world.
I was convinced that I was
much.
going to go through my whole entire life with never having Dippin' Dots because they are more expensive
They're
than
so expensive,
a pearl
but they're so
in the
worth
deepest,
it.
darkest part
Aren't they worth it?
of the ocean.
Aren't they worth it?
No.
What? You didn't like your Dippin' Dots?
Get
out of my apartment.
They were good.
Get out of my apartment.
They were good.
You have to leave. Sabina and I don't want you here anymore.
It was sherbet Dippin' Dots.
Okay.
And they were good, yes.
Yes.
The Alex Plankel, the German girl.
What?
She's visiting our congregation.
Okay.
She bought me some Dippin' Dots because she's like giving everybody gifts.
Okay.
Anyway, so now I had Dippin' Dots.
Yes.
Because I got them for free.
Yeah, because they were free. Mm-hmm. You can get them out of like straight up vending machines. One time I was at a mall in Fort Wayne and there was a Dippin' Dots vending machine. You bet I got Dippin' Dots out of that vending
I
machine.
just would rather have anything else. Ice cream. I'd rather pay for ice cream than have little tiny balls.
It's still ice cream. You're paying for ice cream.
It
They're
feels
so
like I'm
good.
eating nothing.
But they're balls.
Hey, would you like some crumbs?
Yes.
Sure,
Yes,
I'll
I
have a
would.
pail of crumbs.
They're cool. Don't be weird and British. Sabine doesn't like it. Please.
When I hear the word crumb, I think crumbum, and then I think
Crumpet?
British. No,
Why
I think
crumbum?
I think I watched something that someone said crumbum.
I doubt it. I think you just made that up.
Maybe it's in my head. There's so much weird
Why
stuff
don't you
going
tell
on
me
in my
about
head.
another place you've been so we can move on from Dippin' Dots?
Okay, I've been to Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Yeah. I've been to Arkansas. I went up with the Yog, another cousin of mine.
Wait, you're like the dog from
I'm the leader. I'm the...
Fox and the Hound dog.
It's the one from Aristocats.
No, that's from Fox and the Hound, isn't it?
No, it's from Aristocats. I'm the leader.
No.
I get to...
No.
I get
It's
to...
not.
What
It's
is...
from Lady and the Tramp. Miss Lady, ma'am.
I'm almost positive that this one dog character is in every single one of those movies then. Because he is in Aristocats. I'm the leader. I get to... What is it? I get to decide. It is Aristocats.
No, it's not. It's Lady and the Tramp. I know it is.
Hey Siri, what is I'm the leader from?
Sarah doesn't know.
Oh, I'm on airplane mode,
Tell
so...
you that.
Why not?
Hold on.
Can't they need
We're
to
gonna figure
decipher
this
stuff
out.
like that?
I think they're her neighbor dogs. Hold on. Neighbor dogs. Let's see. Darn it. Here.
It didn't hurt, really. But darling has never struck me before.
What?
This is this guy. Not this one.
Cannot take it too seriously. After all, at a time like this, there's...
Yes. You see, Miss Lady, there comes a time in the
No.
life of all humans.
That's not right, see? Here comes the time. No.
Is
This
it?
is it right here.
Is
Ready?
it Aristocats?
Okay, let's George.
Wait a minute.
It was like a bass boosted one. But yeah, it's Aristocats. Wait a minute. I'm the leader. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, Arkansas. You just said Arkansas.
Don't say I'm the leader again.
I'm the leader. You just have to really break your voice.
Okay, anyway, tell me about Arkansas. I'm the leader.
Yeah, Arkansas. I went up with August because Trey's wanted August to have somebody to have fun with.
Yes.
Whatever.
Right.
So we went up there, and basically this family we stayed with, it's the family that helped raise Shane, basically in Arkansas, and they have like a wooded area in the back. Which Arkansas is very pretty. It's very hilly.
Yeah.
It's a nice area.
I've never been there, but
But we were in the backwoods. And we were walking, and I was being super loud with August because, we're a riot. We're ruffians
yeah.
making noise. And Shane was like, he's like, wait, everybody shush. We're like, what? What's it? And we look. There is a huge family, like big herd of wild boar that walk in front of us, and
Those
with
things are
babies.
mean.
With babies. I'm talking like 18 feet in front.
Oh my
And
goodness.
we're dead still, and they just walk, and we wait a good 5, 6, 7 minutes before we move again. That was scary because Shane warned us that they were super deadly before we
They're
even
really aggressive.
got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And wouldn't you know it, a big, huge herd or whatever they're called together in a group walked in front
Bunch of
us.
Pumbas.
Bunch of Pumbas.
With their
What's
babies.
Pumbaa's voice? I can't do.
I can see what's happening. What? And they don't have a clue. Who?
Okay, so that was one, and then two, the house we stayed at, one of the nights it tornadoed.
It tornadoed, or there was a tornado? Because the weather doesn't tornado.
It tornadoed. It was tornadoing in Arkansas.
There's not a verb for tornadoing.
It's
a
not?
tornado is a thing.
The wind was spinning very fast together in a clump.
Okay. There was a tornado.
Yes. So there was this tiny, the teeniest of tiny,
Wind
shelters.
spinnies? Oh, shelters.
Teeniest of tiny shelters.
Yes.
In their garage, made of
Okay.
like metal, just a box.
Okay.
It was basically like your kitchen here behind you,
Okay.
with the appliance in there, with the appliances in there. So just that
Okay.
walkway, with I think eight or nine people, and one was an old granny with like a walker, and we were in there for a good like hour and a half, I think. Just again, August and I being so loud,
Cracking jokes and being
it
funny.
was so loud. We started cracking up in there, and watching the face of the old lady that was there. I don't remember her name. I'm sorry. One of the old lady. She looked like she wanted to be in the tornado rather than be in this shelter. Like, this was the tornado. And then on the
you
way...
guys were a hoot together.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. On the way to Arkansas, we stopped at St. Louis.
Can I have a Pringle?
Yeah. Actually...
I've also been to St. Louis, so you can talk about St. Louis. And
You've
then
been
I
to
can
St.
talk-
Louis?
Yeah.
You've been to St. Louis when?
We'll talk about it.
Am I not talking about St. Louis now?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'll talk about it after.
Can I please have
You
one?
want Pringles?
I would like
Did
one.
I offer you a Pringle? Here you go. You can have a Pringle. You can have several Pringles. Some ASMR.
Oh, oh. You can't laugh at her. Wait, be quiet. They're trying to hear me eat. Chloe, you're ruining my Pringle chew.
Why did your Pringle chew sound so wet, though?
Because I had to keep it in my mouth while you're laughing. It got soggy before I could chomp.
Sorry.
Okay, here's my official Pringle chomp.
We probably have. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna
Okay,
start talking
can I
about
start
St.
my
Louis.
chomp yet?
Yeah.
Did you hear my throat? My throat parted.
Is it the frog in your
Okay.
throat?
Yeah, he croaked. Here comes the official.
Okay, just do it. Just put it in your mouth.
You can't laugh. You're ruining
This
the
is you
ASMR.
making me try the Thai tea all over again. Why does it take you 10 years to get it in your mouth?
All right, so St. Louis.
Our St. Louis stories are probably about the same place.
City Museum? Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to talk about that.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't really have a story. I just went there.
I have no idea. I had no idea you went there. Mm-hmm. With Jonathan, maybe? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So, what do you call a place where the judges are?
Courthouse?
Yes, the courthouse is a very big, very nice building. We walked through there because the arch was closed for construction. So we couldn't go in the arch, which was a really big bummer. So we couldn't go in there, so we just went into the courthouse. And a really cool building, but August and I, teenagers, got bored. Mm-hmm. We're in the second or third story or something like that. And we're walking around. You're allowed to look into the rooms, into the courtrooms. Mm-hmm. And there's security guards posted. But I was like, let's spice things up. So I was like, all right, hey, stand guard.
Were you being a stinker?
I was being a stinker.
At the courthouse? Okay.
At the courthouse. And August was standing guard, and I hopped the velvet rope, and I ran up to the podium, and I took the gavel, and I went on the thing.
You smacked the
I
gavel?
put the gavel down, and it like kind of tumbled, and I ran to August.
Sorry.
He's like, whoa. He's like, what are you? I'm like, all right, your turn. I'll keep.
You should have
Meanwhile,
went guilty and smacked it down.
No, I just wanted to get out of there. And then he went up real quick and did it, and then we ran back downstairs. Mm-hmm. Very fun. It made that, it made the courthouse a little more exciting.
Yeah,
Very
sure.
cool place though.
Sweet.
Very
I
cool
didn't go there.
architecture, but I got bored of it, and
sorry.
I wanted to slam a gavel down on a. So I've done that.
Did you go to the IKEA while you were there? That was fun. We went to IKEA while we were in St. Louis. Because there's no IKEAs here.
Yeah. So,
IKEA is really exciting. It's like an amusement park for me.
but I did go to the City Museum, and August and I set up shop on the top floor, the top section where the ball pit was, and just had a big bunch of balls, and we're pelting this little kid. But he was.
You mean like the roof?
No, the ball pit. They have a ball pit in there where you can.
Why don't I remember the ball pit?
Well, you can fight. I don't know, but you can fight with. You can throw balls.
Maybe I never went to the ball pit.
But this kid, he asked for it because he was throwing at us. So. He loved it.
Oh, okay.
You could tell. It wasn't like we're just.
He wasn't like crying to
You're
his
right.
mom because the two big kids were being mean.
Yeah.
These adults are being mean to me.
That was fun. The City Museum was really cool.
It was so cool.
Very wild.
Did you go down like the 50-foot slide? 50 story. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The roof section wasn't open because like
Us
it
too.
was. Yeah, the time of year it just wasn't open yet. I
With
think
the
it's
bus
only open
hanging
in
off the
summer.
roof.
I don't know. There's like I don't know. There
Looks so
there was a
cool.
lot going on there, but it was just the coolest place. Like everywhere you went, there was like a hole to
So
crawl
neat.
through into some other area.
I really enjoyed St. Louis.
I would go back literally just to go to the City Museum again.
And then the zoo's always free.
Yeah, the zoo was cool. We went to the zoo as well. We went on our like honeymoon. It was like a few months after we got married because we wanted to save up a little more, but it was really fun. We
Yeah.
went to the what was it, National Museum of Transportation, where all the trains are.
yeah.
And then we also went to the Botanical Gardens and the Sculpture Park, which was really cool.
Oh, I bet that was cool.
Yeah, the Sculpture Park was really neat. There was a lot of cool stuff there and huge things too.
Did it
was
seem
really-
like Toledo? Did it seem like a little bit? I mean, excuse me.
St.
Did
Louis?
St. Louis seem like Toledo a little bit to you? Kind of dead a little bit, but more lively.
Yeah.
But it seemed a little dead.
It
It
wasn't
didn't seem like a
busy.
big city.
Yeah, I was kind of comfortable there because there wasn't a
Yeah.
bunch of people around, like walking around
It
and
was
stuff.
really cool.
Yeah, we didn't go to the arch though. We just, saw it from different places.
Grandpa was telling me about. I asked him recently, actually, if he had ever been to St. Louis, and he was telling me that he remembers when he was in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
He was really young, and it was right when the World War ended. Mm-hmm. I think it was probably the second one, but yeah, World War II ended, and the whole town was celebrating. Mm-hmm. And like everybody was like drinking in the street.
Yeah,
And stuff. When he was really young, that's really cool.
like
I
the
don't-
picture of like
Yeah.
the guy kissing the girl or whatever.
Well, that's basically what I'm picturing, but
yeah.
Grandpa being there,
Yeah.
young. It's kind of cool to think about.
Yeah.
You got any other place?
Oh yeah, I mean I went to New York with Miranda. With
Oh,
Mo.
so you do have New York stories.
Well, yeah, but not like
Not
when
with
we
us.
went. Well, I mean, we went to New York City when you and I were there with Mom and Dad. But I didn't like New York City. It was like stinky, and there were a bunch of people everywhere, and I don't like either of those things. So it wasn't my favorite. I also think that like the person that was showing us around didn't take us to like, we didn't go to the Central Park where I would have loved to go. Like we just kind of.
With the big rock, where Muppets Take Manhattan was filmed, where Miss Piggy was on the roller skates.
You know what? I'm sorry. I don't recall that.
You don't remember when? That's our movie.
I'm sorry.
We love that movie.
I remember popcorn in the face, but that's all.
Wanna be a movie star, and I'm gonna learn to drive a car. You remember it? Gonna be a veterinarian too, and
then
I'm gonna always love you.
I
Yeah.
remember that. Yes.
Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, that would have been cool. We didn't go very many places. You're
No,
right.
we didn't go. We
We just,
didn't
like,
go to
went-
the cool places.
went to
We just like
stores
we
and-
went to Times Square, but Times Square was like, it's just Times Square. It's like, it's just lights
Yeah,
and
for no
and it
reason.
wasn't even dark. It was just like, during the daytime. It's not as impressive as it looks in movies and
Right.
TV, you know? Yeah.
Times Square. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't.
not a big fan in NYC.
Yeah,
but
we went into the M&M store for no reason.
M&M
I
store,
hate
yeah.
that's my least favorite candy.
Yeah.
I can't stand that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to smell it. I don't like to be around it. I don't like to bite a Skittle thinking it's a Skittle and it's an M&M.
How do you mistake an M&M for a Skittle? Their shape is totally different, and the colors are different. How do you do that? Are you
They
a
don't
little
have
stupid?
different colors.
Yes, they do.
If
There's
I
like-
pick up a yellow M&M, could it be a yellow Skittle? Yes.
No, because it says it has an M on it.
I'm not looking at that.
You probably should.
I have
if
done
this
that.
is a common
I don't
issue.
know how it happened, but I have done that one time where I thought it was a
I
Skittle.
bet you almost threw up. You hate chocolate.
I bet.
Anyway, so when I went with Miranda, we actually just went to upstate New York. And I don't have like too many stories, but one thing was like, you know, the roads are kind of winding because you're like in the mountains. And we were going hiking Minnewaska State Park, I think is where we went. But yeah, we were driving. I'm sorry, Miranda was driving at first. She was driving us there. And she just stops on the top of a hill, and she's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. So I had to switch and start driving because I'm not
I
a
could see
person with
that.
anxiety, and she just like was having a really hard time with all the hills. And I mean, we grew up in like, you know, northern Indiana, and she grew up in, you know, southern Michigan. Everything's flat. There's no winding roads and hills to drive over. So
Right, yeah.
she couldn't do it. So I drove. But when we got there, we were hiking for a while, and that was really fun. Lots of nice scenery, cool things. And we were walking, and we get to a point where like the trail kind of ended, but we didn't really realize that had happened. And we just kept walking, and we were in this like gravel pit with like mounds of gravel, and we're like, what's going on? We just kept walking, and then we get to a highway. So we're like, okay, we're gonna turn around. I don't know where we went wrong, but
You were in a park and that happened?
yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
We ended up on a highway. We're like, we're gonna straight up get murdered. Somebody's gonna come grab us, and so yeah, we turned around.
You liked that trip. I remember you coming
Yeah, it
home
was
and
really spur of the moment. It was like 1 week maybe before we were gonna go, and I was just like, we didn't have a plan. I was just like, do you want to go to New York with me? Do you want to drive out, just you and me, to New York? Mm-hmm. And we did it. It was fun.
I can't tell you how nice it was to see them again.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It was so nice to just be with their whole family.
Yeah.
Like old times.
Yeah, I bet. I miss them.
Because I hadn't seen Miranda since they left.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean,
Had Shaylin even been back?
Shaylin came back at least twice or
Okay.
3 times. I think I've seen him 3 times because he drove up with Sam once as well.
With who?
Sam, his friend from California, they came up to go to the Sweetwater Festival, which is in Fort Wayne.
Oh, I guess I don't.
did the road
Maybe I
trip.
didn't see him, or maybe I only saw him once. I don't know. Anyway,
But Miranda had a plan to come out, but then COVID
right,
kiboshed it.
right.
And then, but yeah, so it was super nice to see Aunt Sheila, Uncle Bobo.
Yeah, I bet.
Actually, I had just seen them because they drove out, but Haley, Corbin, and Mo I had not seen.
Right.
Like at all. So it was so nice to see them and just be a part of their family again. We just played Mario. We just did everything.
We used to go over at their house and spend like 5 nights there, like
Yeah.
on spring break and during the summer and stuff when they didn't have school. We would spend so much time there.
It's hard not having the cousins around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is.
'cause that was our
we're
friend
so close, yeah.
Okay, so how about camping? Let's talk about camping.
I love camping so much.
Yes, we haven't done it, and we have to do it again.
Yeah,
by the
no,
way.
I told Mom
I
we
keep-
are camping this summer, no matter what.
It's been perfect weather for it.
I think we'll probably end up doing it like in the fall, because that's the best time to camp.
Do you remember this?
Okay.
When I was talking about it with Mom and Dad, apparently you hit me somehow with a shuffleboard puck in the teeth. And yes,
I do not
I
remember.
don't either.
We must have been tiny if
How
neither
did
of
you
us
get
remember.
a shuffleboard puck into my mouth anyway?
I must have hit it hard like a hockey puck.
It was across the way from Pokagon. Remember that random one that was never open?
Yes, right.
So it had to have been a long time ago.
Yeah, we were tiny.
But apparently, you destroyed my mouth.
I'm so sorry.
With a shuffleboard. I had no idea. I
Is
just
that
wanted
why
to
your teeth are so jacked up now?
That's my one snaggle tooth. It just shoved it up.
Hey, I'm
up to the
sorry
right.
about that. I'm genuinely sorry that happened.
No, it's
But
all right.
no, I
I just
don't
wanted to see
remember.
if you remembered that.
What
when I
else?
think of camping, I automatically think of Twin Mills.
Me too. That's exactly we
Automatically.
lived right by Pokagon State Park, and we camped there a lot.
It
but
didn't feel
Twin
like-
Mills is our camping
It
spot.
didn't feel like we ever camped at Pokagon. It
We
felt
would-
like an
yeah,
activity
I guess
area.
so.
Twin Mills, the place to be.
Yeah, and
the
it's
place
really
to be.
kind of a lame campground,
It
but we
is.
love it so much anyway.
But-
so we would go to Twin Mills because our dad worked at a trailer factory, and they built fifth wheels, like campers, and they had like 3 or 4 stationed there all the time that like people that worked there got to go stay out with family.
Yeah.
So we did that like 2 or 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
I think. And that was really fun. But anyway, do you have a story? I have
Well,
a story.
the reason it was so dang fun to me, I think one time the pool was open. One time.
Yeah,
But
we would go like way later in the year, like end of October.
the whole reason it was so amazing was they had a dodgeball court there.
Yes.
And Marcus and I went to town there.
You know what?
It was
I
so
kind of
fun.
forgot about the dodgeball court.
No,
I remember
that's the whole reason
basketball
it's so
courts and the
great.
tetherball. But yes, the dodgeball court. I
None of that
remember it
matters.
now.
The dodgeball was my sport.
Dodgeball trumps everything.
Miranda would make a comic, and my superhero name was Dodgeball Boy
Right.
because I was so
That was
good at
Giles'
it.
jam. Yeah.
I
Do you
was-
remember the dodgeballs we had at Henry Park? Did you ever play dodgeball at Henry Park?
I found one
The
in California.
squishy- the little
there was one.
squishy
There was
things?
one at a thrift store.
Did you buy
I
it?
almost bought it.
Why didn't you buy it?
How am I gonna fit that in the suitcase?
Mail it to yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Anyway, yes, they were
Anyway.
amazing. You could grip them super
Yeah.
tight, and they'd grip. They just form to your
Yes,
fingers
there
in every
was one
crevice,
time
and
at
you could
recess.
whip it.
Yes, there was one time at recess we
Go
were
ahead.
playing, and I was just talking. I was just talking to somebody. I wasn't even like paying attention. And I go and I gesture like this, and what I'm doing for people that can't see me is I'm just putting both hands out in front of me, like straight, like as if you're
No way.
praying,
Okay.
but like with your hands separate. And I just went like this, and I caught a dodgeball as I went like this. And the kid that threw it at me looked at me like he was so shocked, and I was like, he was out because I caught his ball, and then I whipped it at somebody and got somebody else out. But it was so
That's
funny.
insane that you say that because it was like a thing.
Okay.
Nobody had caught my ball, and everybody in the grade knew it.
Okay.
Nobody had caught it. I think
Yeah.
it was like first grade or something like
Right.
that.
Okay. First graders playing dodgeball sounds like the cutest thing ever. I want to watch. That sounds so cute now.
Anyway, it was a thing
Yes.
because I whipped it at a sidearm thing, and it would go down to the feet
Yeah.
and hit people in the feet, and they just couldn't catch it.
Right.
But this one time, it was almost exactly like what you did.
Mm-hmm.
This kid goes down to tie his shoes, and he traps the ball on his shoe with his hands. And like he like rose with it in his hands,
he was
and he looked
victorious.
around. He looked around, and their whole team started celebrating because they caught my ball.
Because they got you out.
I meant to bring this story up for our school one, and I completely forgot.
That's so funny.
I'm so glad it came up.
Yeah.
I was devastated. Like my heart, I
Yeah,
remember my heart
you were,
sinking. I
like,
can see
unbeatable.
him catch the ball. I was like,
He
how
was
did
a
he
hero.
do that?
You
He-
made him a hero that day. So if it's any consolation, he probably remembers that too as the greatest achievement
That
of
was
his
amazing. It
elementary
was so
school
good.
career.
But yeah, Twin Mills had dodgeball.
Yeah.
And there would be nights. They had nights where just a bunch of kids throwing balls
Yeah,
at each
yeah.
other.
Mhm.
And the Amish boys that would come in, they were scary.
Yeah.
They were so good and they were so quick.
Mm-hmm.
It was frightening, but it was so fun. We're in this cage together, and I had this animal shirt from the Muppets,
Yes,
and they
I
would call me
remember it.
Elmo. They're
Really?
like, Elmo! And it says animal underneath
Yeah,
it.
it's
But
not
they're
even
like,
Sesame
Look
Street."
out for Elmo! He's coming!
Wait, is Animal Sesame Street?
Elmo's
No, it's
Muppets.
not.
It's,
Yes, I know.
It's the Jim Henson Company.
No, I know. I said he's not even from Sesame Street,
Oh.
and then I was like, wait, he's not, right? I thought I was wrong. No, I'm right. Anyway,
No.
so Elmo.
But Marcus and I both jammed our finger playing Twin Mills.
Yes.
Playing dodgeball at Twin Mills.
Yes.
Marcus broke his.
Oh yeah.
No.
I forgot about that.
Marcus, I jammed mine and sprained it playing.
Mm-hmm.
He got his thumb stuck in the cage, and when he went to turn, the thumb didn't, and his body did, so he
Yikes.
broke it.
Gross.
Yeah, that was a masterful camping trip.
So they
Anytime
always
we went.
had really fun activities to do. One time they did they had a dance, and I went with Dad to this dance, and Dad was like straight up doing handstands and
What?
yeah,
Dad doing handstands? I can't even imagine him.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to finish.
It was. Anyway, it was great. That was wonderful. And they had karaoke one
just-
time. My mom and I went. We didn't do any karaoke, but we watched. That was fun. They had a candy parade one time. Okay, so Twin Mills is separated by a highway. So across the way, let's say on the south side, we always stayed on the north side, but this candy parade went through both sides. So we went to the south side for the candy parade because that's where it started. And so they threw candy at us, and I run back to our campsite on the north side and cross this highway, and I change my outfit and I put on a disguise. And I get there just in time for them to come around to our campsite, and I got double the candy because I went and changed my shirt and put on sunglasses.
Yeah, you changed your outfit. Baller move.
It is
Chloe.
pretty baller.
I applaud you for that. That is good stuff.
I do have a really kind of sad and tragic story from Twin Mills
Are
that you
gonna
might not
ruin
know about.
Are you gonna ruin Twin Mills for me?
No, it's only tragic to me. It's
Okay.
probably hilarious though.
Okay, go ahead.
So this was the year the pool was open, and
Oh.
I was playing at the pool.
Oh no.
And there were these two boys my age that were also in the pool, and I started kind of playing with them because we're kids. You play with other kids.
Yeah, you're just kidding.
So we're taking turns, seeing who can hold their breath the longest and stuff. And I guess they got tired of playing with me because they had me do it, just me. And by the time I came back up, they were on the other side of the pool. They had left me behind in the deep end. And it was so sad and tragic. It was so horrible. But,
That's so sad.
I should have just left them alone. They
kinda
don't want to
funny,
play with
though.
a girl anymore.
It's pretty funny though.
It is really funny. It is really funny, but it's tragic. And they were camping behind us.
Oh.
So that was fun. That was just another little
Good
memory.
times.
But yeah, I loved Twin Mills. Twin Mills was great.
Yeah, I mean it's actually not that great of a campground.
No, it's really not. It's
but-
flat. There's not trails. It's just camp. It's just a campground. There's no nature trails.
Yeah, but it was
Excuse me.
it was nearby and free and awesome
Yeah, it
with the
was really fun.
dodgeball.
Yeah, super fun.
The dodgeball.
I would go back anytime.
I would. Chloe, why don't you introduce thine segment?
Okay, you've probably seen this on TikTok because I saw this on TikTok.
Oh.
Maybe not you, but listeners. So, if we have any listeners, Jiles and I are going to say a word. Any word. We're just both going to say a word at the same time. And then we're going to try to land on the same word using, our brains to figure out. My example when I was explaining to Jiles is, say Jiles says grass, and I say grapes, and we say a word at the same time. He says grass, and I say grapes. And then next we go, he says yard, and I say fruit or something like that. And we just try to land on the same word.
So yeah, we're trying to pin down the same word at the same time.
But we use each other's word to try to figure out what we
Right.
can do next. So there's not one word in mind that we have to get to. We just have to
I like it.
use
I like
subject
it.
matter to get to the same
I'm excited.
word.
I'm excited. So,
Okay.
how many words are we trying to pin down? 3?
I don't know. We can just play until it
All right.
seems like enough.
Okay.
Okay.
When
And do you have a word? Are you ready?
yes.
We'll count down 3, 2, 1,
Okay.
and then say the word. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Cabinet.
Drink. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. You got a word?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Fridge.
Sink. Okay. You got a word?
Uh-huh.
Fridge and sink?
Uh-huh.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Dish.
Kitchen. You went for dish.
What?
All right, so now we got kitchen and dish.
All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Cupboard.
Plate. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Fork.
Door.
Oh, darn. We're so close. Why door?
Okay. Well, because cabinet and cupboards have doors. Okay.
Plates don't have doors.
I know, but
Okay.
you're just on one wavelength and I'm on another.
Okay, let's get together.
You got it?
Oh.
I got one. Trying to connect to my brain. 3.
What did you say last?
What?
What did you say last?
Door. No, don't. You're
Okay.
gonna overdo it. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Spoon.
Yeah! We got
it.
spoon. Yay!
Spoon. Okay.
Okay. You wanna go again?
Yeah, let's do it again. It's fun.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
Wait. Okay.
4, 5.
You're coming
4,
up.
3, 2. Why was I counting up?
3,
3,
2, 1.
Wedding.
Electricity. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Chandelier.
I didn't have a word ready. I just started counting down.
That was it too.
Wait, what was my first word? Oh, that makes sense. Good job. Okay, ready?
So we're going off of my one word.
Sure. I got a word this time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Dance
Lighting.
floor.
Dang.
3, 2, 1. Strobe light. Darn. Darn sharn.
3, 2, 1. Party.
John Travolta.
John Travolta? No. It's because I said boogie.
Yeah. Hang it, we're so close.
Okay. Ready?
I don't know what you
We've
said
got
last.
this. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll just go off
3,
John Travolta. 3,
3,
2.
You just gave it away.
No, why?
It's gonna be Grease.
It's not. That's not what my word was
Okay,
going
well
to
I
be.
said Grease. What did you say?
I was going to say disco.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Goofy.
Prom. What? Oh, Goofy movie?
Yeah, an extremely goofy movie.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, Prom and Goofy.
Okay. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Oh, yo.
No.
didn't just do that.
No.
Yes, we did.
Did we just do
Yeah,
that?
we just did that.
Oh
We
my
both
goodness.
did the goofy laugh instead of saying a word.
I can't believe we just did that. We actually caught the wavelength.
Oh, yo. I thought it was
Amazing.
going to be so funny by doing the laugh, and you did it too.
I can't believe that.
I can't believe that just happened. We didn't talk about where we want to go. Where's our dream destination?
Yeah.
Do you not have one?
I'm not really the type of person that that
The dream's
looks
big.
around and I'd like
Is
to
there
go
not like
there.
a country that you seem
I
to
don't
think would
even-
be interesting? You don't know what countries are?
I just don't. I
You
just
just
am
don't
not
care.
very educated.
You don't know geography?
Geometry's not
All right.
my strong
well,
suit.
we won't. Did you just say geometry is not my strong suit? Well, that's okay because that has nothing to do with geography.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
But
okay.
no, I don't know. I like rocks. Swirly.
So somewhere that
swirly
rocks are swirly rocks,
Maybe like a cave somewhere. I like caves. Caves are.
like somewhere with like stalagmites or
How
whatever.
about like the cave in H2OD? Not H2OD.
H2OD. What's that?
The cave,
H2OD is your.
Yeah, H2O just had water.
Okay.
How about the cave in there? I want to go to that cave,
Okay.
and then I can become a mermaid.
So you want to go to Australia?
Yeah, and I can become a mermaid.
Okay, you can be a mermaid.
Then I can go on Australian Survivor.
As a mermaid, I think
As
you
a mermaid.
lose. If it's a secret that you're a mermaid, I don't think that your secret will stay your secret.
Why won't Jiles swim in the challenges?
Why won't Giles drink water?
Why is he up on the palm tree, away from the water? Why is he trying to shoo it away?
Why is he screaming while people try to splash at him?
No, I can't.
You wouldn't survive. You wouldn't be the survivor.
Nope,
You'd have
I
to go
wouldn't
home.
win. What's your destination?
Greece. I would like to go to Greece.
Greece.
Yeah, Greece would be really cool.
What's-
I'd love to go to like Santorini.
What's
It
the
looks
draw?
beautiful. I don't know. I think ancient Greece is really cool and interesting too. So I'd like to see like the ruins and
Old buildings,
like
yeah.
in Athens. I think it would be just really dope.
Well, go to Greece.
I will. Thank you. One day when I have a lot of money,
Greece
if
is
ever.
the place, it's the place you are going, and Chloe can be seen in America.
All right, that's all from us, guys. Have a great whatever it is for you. And
Yep.
we'll see you in a few months when we decide to sit down again.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Love ya.